Hello and welcome to Generational Wellbeing with Dr. Lum. Thank you for joining me here today, where I provide you with simple, practical tips on how you can create sustainable, healthy habits for you and your family. Please like, share, and subscribe. So today I will be talking about the importance of reading. We've heard that reading is really important, especially for the academic success of your kids. It helps them or sets them up to succeed when they get to school. Rightfully so, because the reading, or when you start reading, it provides them with the background information they need so that when they go to school, especially going into kindergarten, learning how to read or learning their ABCs and those side words, they actually have some background knowledge on why I'm reading or learning those side words and information on how to apply the side words. So we've seen differences in kids who have been read to, where the kids that have had parents read to them from infancy are able to memorize the sight words, and because they're able to apply it, there's a reason for memorizing it, versus a kid that has not been read to and there's no background knowledge there. They have a harder time just sitting there like, oh, I have this list of sight words I have to memorize, and the parents are struggling with them through doing the homework. We've gone through the sight words so many times, but yet the kid is not able to grasp it. There's no background knowledge on there. There's no basis. It's just a list of words with no meaning. So once we start reading to the kids, we really set them up to succeed. It helps improve their learning. So I'll give you 5 more reasons besides the learning why you should be reading. One, it helps to build a bond. When you have reading time with your kids, usually whether it's morning or afternoon, evening, typically evening is the best, and if when it's incorporated into your nighttime routine, it becomes a time that your kid looks forward to. It's like a mommy and me time or daddy and me time, where you can connect and form bonds, form relationships, and open up conversations through the books. So we're not only learning vocabulary, we're talking about our day, we're getting to know our kids and understand their needs as well through the book. So once we start reading, it builds the trust and the relationship, and you're spending time that most kids actually crave from their parents. The second reason is it helps to improve their language development. So once we start reading to kids from infancy, a lot of research have shown there's a huge gap in vocabulary between a kid who's been read to from infancy versus a kid who's not been read to. It helps improve their language development. They start talking earlier, not only about the starting for language development, it also improves their communication skills in the future. Most kids who have been read to have that vocabulary to be able to communicate their needs to other people. The third reason is it helps to improve their imagination and creativity. We know kids have huge imaginations, no filters, right? Their imaginations go wild. They go places with those imaginations. We can go there with them through the books, and we can help curtail it. We can help troubleshoot issues within the books. We can make connections even to real life and help troubleshoot information. It expands their creativity too. So in the books, as they start going through the imagination, you can have so many obstacle courses where we can walk through. We can work through challenging situations where once they get into such situations in real life, it looks like they've been there before because we've walked through it virtually, so to speak. And even they make the connections with real life. I'll give an example. A few days ago, when I was dropping off my daughter at school, I was having a conversation, and I said we were going on a vacation for 2 weeks. And she responded that just like the butterfly that comes out of a cocoon after 2 weeks, right, mommy? The night before, we'd read about the story of the butterfly, or the process of the butterfly from the caterpillar to the cocoon to the butterfly. And she was paying attention right to the detail of the 2 weeks and was able to now bring back that connection from the 2 weeks to a more than 2 weeks of vacation time. So as you read, they're listening, they're making those connections in your brain. So it really helps with their imagination and their creativity. The fourth reason is it helps with their emotional intelligence and self-awareness. Once we start reading, it helps as we read the books, and it's a time to help them to express those big emotions, the feelings of sadness, of joy, of happiness, of just different feelings, where you can help them walk them through, this is what happened and the man was feeling sad, and this is how someone feels when they're sad. It helps them be more aware of themselves and their feelings, and they're able to express their feelings. It also helps them to be aware of other people's feelings, so you're raising kids who are empathetic, and they're able to be emotional. They can have that emotional intelligence to be able to be aware of themselves, their feelings, and also to be aware of other people's feelings as well. The fifth and final reason is it helps them to expose them to new perspectives. A lot of times books will come up, you can read books that are culturally diverse. I like reading those books because it introduces them to other places that we may not travel to. So you travel through different cultures, you look at other people's perspectives through books. So you can go places by sitting down and really reading books with your kids. And finally, hopefully, you have a lifelong learner if you're reading books to them, because it becomes a pleasurable activity. It's rewarding. It brings memories where you have a kid who, outside of the classroom, they can actually go out there and research and look for knowledge and be able to apply it in other areas of their lives. Because as things are going, we know that classroom success is not where it ends. That's only the beginning. We need our kids to be resilient, to be able to manage those emotions. We need them to be able to apply the information they're learning. Today, there's so much information, so we have to start setting up our kids to succeed in life by reading to them. Thank you for joining me today. Please let me know, leave a comment in the comment box. Let me know if you have any topics you want for me to talk about. And thank you for listening. Until next time, this is Dr. Lum.